Well, Republicans in the House are wasting no time now trying to give a final sign-off on what the Senate passed yesterday, but nothing is certain, and this is already getting heated.
You are not going to come into this room and impugn our integrity.
Some raw nerves on Capitol Hill this morning as Republicans make a final push on the president's so-called big, beautiful bill.
The vice president votes in the affirmative. The bill as amended is passed.
President, good news. The big, beautiful bill just passed through the House.
Oh, thank you. Wow. Thank you.
Trump learned of the Senate's action while in Florida.
We had a big day today. The bill passed, and I think it's going to do very well in the House.
But will it do very well in the House? Leaders have scrambled to bring members back to town.
Of course, we have weather delays all around the country, so there's lots of complications, but welcome to Congress. There's always lots of complications.
These phonies on the Republican side of the aisle claim to be fiscally responsible. Get lost.
House Democrats are vowing to fight, but the bigger complication for the GOP may be some fiscally conservative Republicans who want to pump the brakes.
Bottom line is we can't do it in the next few days, but I do believe by next week we can come to an agreement. And again, they're going to be last-minute changes, just the way there were in the Senate.
House Republicans handed President Trump a big win on his so-called Big Beautiful Bill.
The yeas are 218, the nays are 214. The motion is adopted.
Lawmakers passed the massive budget bill after a day of tense negotiations, with Republican leaders and President Trump himself working to wrangle support from GOP holdouts.
He helped answer questions and articulate his vision and what this bill will mean for the country and his agenda.
The legislation significantly boosts spending for border security, immigration enforcement, and defense. It also extends Trump's 2017 tax cuts, increases the child tax credit, and ends taxes on tips and overtime pay.
The one big beautiful bill is for the people who don't have lobbyists in this town.
The Democratic House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries delayed the final vote with a record-breaking 8-hour and 44-minute floor speech in opposition to the bill.
We're here, Mr. Speaker, to take our sweet time on behalf of the American people.
Democrats voted against the bill unanimously, citing changes and steep cuts to safety net programs, including SNAP, the Food Assistance Program, and Medicaid. The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office estimates Medicaid could be cut by roughly $930 billion, with nearly 12 million people at risk of losing health care coverage.
Shame on this institution if this bill passes. That's not America. We're better than this.
were a few Republican holdouts which delayed the bill's final passage. In the end, only 2 GOP members voted against the MAGA bill. Now, this gives the president his first major legislative win of his second term, but it didn't come without pushback from Democrats. The president taking a victory lap.
Biggest tax cut in history, great for security, great on the southern border. Immigration is covered. We covered just about everything.
ICE Acting Director Todd Lyons echoing those remarks, posting on social media, "The unprecedented funding for ICE will enable my hardworking officers and agents to continue making America safe again."
I don't think I've ever seen, I don't think we have ever seen or are prepared for how catastrophic this is set to be.
Nonpartisan estimates the legislation could add more than $3 trillion to the national debt. The GOP plans to offset the cost through cuts to Medicaid, which could result in 12 to 17 million people losing their health insurance. Those with loved ones relying on Medicaid say they're gearing up for a bleak future.
It's really unfair that working, contributing citizens who do need this type of government assistance are going to be cut.
It's considered President Trump's biggest legislative victory of his second term.
And tonight, here I am, okay? Promises count. There could be no better birthday present for America than the phenomenal victory we achieved just hours ago when Congress passed the one big, beautiful bill to make America great again.
One of the saddest days in modern American history. 17 million Americans in our country are going to lose their Medicaid. They're going to lose their ACA insurance.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States and First Lady Melania Trump.
The leaders of a big part of the world, very respected people all, they told me that, you know, 1 year ago your country was dead, and now you have the hottest country anywhere in the world. So that's the way it is, and that's the way we like it. And it's only going to get hotter, I promise you that. After that spectacular display of American power, let me just say that God bless the United States military, and God bless the USA. God bless the USA. And to all Americans, I want to wish you a very happy Independence Day, happy 4th of July. This is going to be something special. This spirit in this country, we haven't seen anything like it in many, many years and decades. Let me also express our gratitude to our magnificent First Lady. She worked very hard to make this all work. And we have a fireworks display about 9 o'clock tonight. I hope you're all going to be around and watch it. I know our congressmen and our senators who are standing right here, so many of them, they did such a great job. They're going to be here. I guarantee you, they're not leaving. They're not leaving. Thanks as well to the National Park Service, the USO, and countless friends and distinguished guests. We have so many people in the audience that have so much to do with the success of our country. We've, I think, had probably the most successful almost 6 months as a president and the presidency. I think they're saying it was the best 6 months, and I know for a fact they're saying the last 2 weeks there has never been anything like it as far as winning, winning, winning. And stick around for the fireworks. And our country's had so much to celebrate this Independence Day. As we enter our 249th year, America is winning, winning, winning like never before. We're not, I'll tell you, we're in a category now that's where we've wanted to be for a long time. We suffered with 4 horrible years of embarrassment. Afghanistan may be the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. We're never going to let a thing like that happen again. Trillions of dollars are pouring into the United States for investment purposes. Almost $15 trillion. There's never been anything like it. There's never been anything even close. The stock market's at an all-time high. Jobs are at an all-time high. Everything's at an all-time high. And we're going to keep it that way. We have the greatest country in the world, and we're back. We're back like nobody thought possible this quickly. I thought it would take maybe a year, maybe 2 years, maybe even 3. And we did it in less than 6 months. We are back and strong. We've restored American strength and deterrence on the world stage. We're respected again. The world is respecting us again. When we did NATO, those leaders came up to me and they said, you know what, we're going to go to a new level of spending because you're requesting it, sir. They didn't talk to you last president like that, I can tell you. They didn't spend any money. They didn't spend anything. In a few moments, we're going to make official the greatest victory yet when I signed the one big, beautiful bill. But we made promises, and it's really promises made, promises kept, and we've kept them. This is a triumph of democracy on the birthday of democracy, and I have to say that the people are happy. They're happy. And I listened to a broadcast, and I read a couple of articles. They have the Democrats, they should have voted for it. They didn't vote for tax cuts. They didn't vote for taking care of people. They didn't vote, not one vote. And we knew that because their hatred of either the country or me or both is so great. They didn't vote at all, and it's terrible. But I just have to say, they have a routine. It's terrible, they say. Terrible, terrible. You saw that guy standing up for hours yesterday. He didn't know what he was even doing there. I say, when's he sitting down? He had a towel. He's wiping his face. That's not too elegant. But what is he? I said, what is he doing for so long? And he couldn't criticize the bill. He was criticizing everyone else and everything else. So they've developed, and this is according to the news media, they've developed a standard line, and we can't let them get away with it. Oh, it's dangerous. Oh, everybody's going to die. It's actually just the opposite. Everybody's going to live. This is just the opposite. And I just want you to know, if you see anything negative put out by Democrats, it's all a con job. And they said, and they compared it to just like the con job of Russia, 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 and all of the other things they did. The 51 intelligence agents said, and the laptop from hell, it came from Russia, they said. No, it didn't come. A lot of things come from Russia. That didn't come from Russia. And it was all proven out to be a fake job, and that's what they're doing with this. So we just have to look forward, fellas, look forward and just say what it is, because it's the most popular bill ever signed in the history of our country. Whether you're military or anybody else, this is the most popular bill ever signed. To conclude, not only will we have the strongest economy on earth, we're also going to have the strongest borders on earth. And last month, did you see the number? 0 people crossed our border. 0 illegal people. And that's after Joe Biden let 21 million people, many of them people from gangs and prisons and drug lords and people that were mentally unbalanced. They let them into our country. We're getting them out at record numbers, and we have an obligation to, and we're doing it. So as we approach the 250th anniversary of America's founding exactly 1 year from now, we are creating an economy that delivers wealth for the middle class, a border that is sovereign and secure, and a military that is unmatched, unequaled anywhere in the world. And you saw that. And what a beautiful sight that was, especially after watching what they did just a short while ago. The golden age of America is upon us. We are in the golden age. It's going to be a period of time, the likes of which I don't think this country has ever experienced before. We're going to make America great again, and it's happening very fast. We love you. We thank you for being here. Enjoy the fireworks tonight. And First Lady, I want to thank you. You have been unbelievable. You think it's easy being First Lady? It's not. Thank you all very much. Happy 4th of July. God bless you all. Thank you very much, everybody.